congratulations for Murder in the Woods.
Thank you so much, Gig. Thank you, Gig.
Thank you.
So I guess the very first question for everybody, it's easy to answer, is why do you guys want to be in a slasher flick like Murder in the Woods?
Go ahead, Cade.
Loaded question. Throw me to the wolves, why don't you, Jeanette? No, I think, okay, the best way to put it is I've never done a horror film before I did this one. This was a few years ago. And after the audition process, after getting cast, after showing up on set, I will say that I was very, very pleasantly surprised. And I think I have many more slasher films that I'd like to do in the future because it taught me something that's not so cerebral. Not that a lot of my training has a lot of cerebral elements, but there's something about being in a horror movie that was able to get the entire body activated. There's a physicality that comes with doing slasher films that I think I would certainly like to repeat because I learned a lot about myself and what I'm capable of doing physicality-wise and how that translates to storytelling on screen, you know, so definitely a great experience.
Okay, I'll be next. I think for me, it was honestly, I don't really enjoy watching horror movies or scary movies. I'm a chicken when it comes to that kind of stuff. But actually being in one and filming one is a whole different thing. So I enjoy it so much, and I can't wait for plenty more to come. But as far as my family watching it, they probably won't be in the audience. But yeah, I enjoy doing them so much. Honestly, it's a thrill. Fun.
Yeah, I think it was great just to be a part. I always loved horror movies growing up as a kid. I've watched them. I've dressed up as them, and just to be able to be a part of a cast that is not only just awesome, but just being a part of this great story that tells a message of diversity was even better. I think it was a real treat and a privilege to be a part of it all.
Speaking of diversity, because this cast is so diverse, we couldn't guess who was going to die first because you guys violated all the rules because it's always like the white jock, the blonde girl, and then all those steps. Talk more about the diversity of this cast.
It was great because we were able to just, again, convey the message that we are not the stereotypical roles that a person of color would usually be picked to play. We were a diverse cast playing lead roles, co-stars. We were in front of the camera, and I felt like that's just to be a part of that. We're able to really tell a message to our older viewers and younger viewers of color that this is a possibility and that it is possible and it's not just a dream. It can happen. So I think it's fantastic that we were able to really convey that message.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with that. I think one of the best things I would have to highlight about the movie when it comes to diversity is that diversity outside of, on top of just cultural references, a little bit of scoops on the heritage of these characters in terms of how it plays with its backdrop. The only thing diverse is the way they look, because in the moment they speak, they're just like ordinary American kids. And that's what I appreciated mostly, because then it's about the story and how they react to it as humans, let alone what their ethnicity or their race would do in that predicament.
Yeah.
Now, tell me about the house that you guys actually got to play in, because it looks like you guys had a lot of fun, not to mention the blood and guts throughout the entire production. How much fun did you have? How was this experience?
So much fun. So much.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We filmed at night, so it was all night shoots. Our schedule was a bit off. Our sleeping habits were a bit off, but we definitely pulled through. And I mean, for me, it's like I had so much going on. I had a cousin pass away while we were filming. I had like a lot going on, but I think it really fueled my character, and it shows on film, I hope. So it was a great experience, and everybody was so great on set.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more on that because, yeah, just it's as I stated in previous interviews that just this cast, man, was just a blessing because, you know, we were there to work. We got the job done, but the chemistry really, really helped us pull through and pull off these incredible characters that Yelena wrote. And it was just a great experience, you know, really.
Sorry about that. I was just going to say, like, it was cool to see the practical effects really play out, have such a huge weight on the set. You know, previous things that I've worked on, the most I've ever gotten was like a bruise, or, you know, it wasn't really relevant toward the story so much. But in terms of doing a horror movie, it was so interesting to see how much makeup plays into telling that story, making it real, and how we feel around it, being comfortable on a day-to-day. So it was very interesting. A lot of learning curves.
And I'm going to ask the question that every journalist probably asks you. What was it like working with Danny Trejo?
Danny Trejo was awesome. Honestly, I was telling everybody that he's like my neighbor. So it's like, I feel like I connected with him on that level. He was telling me about where he takes his car, what mechanic shop he takes his car to. And it's the same place my dad takes his car to. So it's like, we definitely connected on the same, just as far as like where we live and where we grew up. And that was special to me, not knowing just like working with him, but also like knowing him on a personal note.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Trejo was certainly like Trejo reminded me of one of my uncles. Actually, he has the same bubbly personality, really cool, really chill dude. He just gives that vibe of like he's your family, you know. And when you get on set, you're just a part of his family, man. He was just a really cool guy. Yeah,
playing into that comfort, you know, just when he showed up in that sheriff outfit, the sheriff costume, it played so naturally to who he was already. So when the sheriff was in the house, you felt it. The sheriff was in the house. You know, so
absolutely, yeah.
Great. And I only have one more question, just to wrap things up with you guys. And this might be a spoiler, but the movie's called Murder in the Woods. But there's more than one murders. So shouldn't it be called Murders in the Wood?
I don't know.
Well, actually, everyone survived. So what are we even talking about?
Got to see the movie, man.
Right. I don't know.
Plead the fifth. It's my constitutional right. It's our constitutional right. Plead the fifth, Jordan.
That's true.
You almost got us there, dude.
Right.
But anyways, hey, thank you very much. I really appreciate this interview, and good luck in the future, and hopefully we get to do this again.
Thank you so much,
you.
kid.
Bye.
Bye
Nice
now.
to meet you.